Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Let the camera focus. Where's the camera focusing? There we are. We're focused. So I'm going to do another Prepping 101 video, and I'm going to be talking about fuel shortages and some of the things that are happening in the United Kingdom right now. There were scenes yesterday from Clapham, and I don't know what this was. There's not really much on the mainstream, but I've got a couple of videos to share with you guys from X. It does look like feral kids just running amok and absolutely looting the place dry. So before I share those videos with you guys, I want to put this into context of the direction of travel that we are heading to right now. So can you imagine the scene? Imagine, if you will, right? Imagine, if you will, a scene, and tell me how far-fetched you guys think this is, right? So imagine this is the scene right now, okay? Fuel runs out in the United Kingdom. Diesel runs out. Because diesel runs out, that means that ambulances, fire engines, a good majority of police vehicles, they can't go anywhere, right? Because they're either on minimum journeys only, or they've just run out of diesel and they can't go anywhere, right? So imagine that as the state. Now, just put that one trigger. How likely do you think that is that we're going to run out of diesel? I've been warning about this for a long time. Everybody seems to be warning about it now, and let me know what you think. Okay, so imagine that then. We've run out of diesel. We get to the summer. There's riots, there's protests. People find out that the police are not coming and the emergency services are not coming, and they can loot. They can riot. They can do what they want, and nobody's going to come and help. Nobody's going to come and stop them. So what do you think is going to happen in that scenario? Now, can you imagine if you live in a city and then there's a state of civil conflict? When I say civil war, it's not going to be civil war where you've got us versus them. The best way to describe it would be an unholy increase in crime. So I'm talking about looting, burning shops, explosions. And this is all just going to get put down to crime. It's all going to get initially it will. Initially it'll get put down to crime. But that's where we're going. That's literally where we're going because of the dynamics, the demographic change in the United Kingdom. That's it. That is literally it. So imagine that situation while we're in a war with Russia. Nobody's coming, guys. Nobody's coming to save you. So I'm going to give you my advice now. And I've given it before, but make sure you have those good triggers. Those good triggers. I'm not going to go into it in depth. I've done other videos on it. Go back and watch my live streams when I talk about hibernate, relocate, evacuate. So if you live in one of those locations that is prone to rioting, prone to whatever, you might need to think about, relocating as quickly as possible. So let me share these videos with you guys. I'm going to share the first one here. This is a video by Patrick Christie. Now, I guess it's Patrick Christie, and he's a mainstream news anchor. So I'm going to share this video with you guys first. Now, this is a video that Patrick Christie shared yesterday, and this is reportedly showing some of the looting that took place yesterday in Clapham in London.
I let you touch it.
Sorry, guys. Let me rewind that. Right. Now, when we watch this video, just see if your brains can do any pattern recognition. Is there anything that's linking these people together? Now, I know we don't know their backgrounds. We don't know who they are. They're just British kids, right? They're just British kids. See if your brain, let your eyes tell you the truth, right? Let your eyes tell you the truth. See if you can guess. See if you can see. Make some analogies. And if you was an alien, would there be anything that could link these people together?
Fucking idiots, bro. Oh, let you try to trip him. You tried to trip him. You tried to trip him. Allah, is this what? Look at these niggas.
Is this my country? Is this my country? Is this my country?
Oh, look at Allah, they got him. Why is he staying? He should have run. Fucking idiots, bro. What? What fucking idiots. This is what CLAPHAM has become.
So that's the first video I'm going to share with you.
Fucking idiots, bro. Oh, let you try to trip him.
So that's the first video I'm going to share with you guys. What's on that? What's the first thing you notice about that? This is the capital of England, guys. Okay, this is the capital of England now. This is nothing like my village where I grew up in Northern England. Nothing like it. Like when we were kids, we grew up in Northern England, we used to go and watch the cricket. We used to go and watch the cricket on a Saturday afternoon or Sunday, whatever it was. When there's a big cricket game. I don't know, this town's playing this town, and then they'd come over and they'd play cricket. It seemed very civilized, It did, and the little woman had come out who ran the cricket club. She'd come out and you'd have cucumber sandwiches and oranges. That's my culture, right? I don't know what this is. This is certainly not a culture that I identify with. So that's the first video I'm going to share with you guys. What I want you guys to understand is when I say evacuate, escape the city, get out now, it's because there's nothing you can do against this. Nothing. I mean, Tony is a big hard man. He's got massive muscles. He's a big tough guy. What's he going to do, Tony? He's going to be mobbed. You're going to be mobbed. So get out now, ladies and gentlemen, right? Now, one of the things I keep saying, and I would like everybody to keep repeating this, keep your vehicles topped up. Right now, you need to keep your vehicle topped up. And as soon as that needle moves on your vehicle, you top it back up again. Because can you imagine being in this situation and you've got these feral kids, looting, smashing, going crazy, and you need to evacuate? Oh, right. We've got no petrol. We've got no diesel. Right. Well, I'll go and fill up. Yeah, I can't fill up. Oh, are you coming back? No, I can't. The car's run out of diesel. All right. Okay, what are you going to do? Well, I'll abandon the car and I'll walk back. Right. Okay. Can you stop off at the groceries to get some food? Because we're going to have to stay in. Yeah, what do you want? Oh, get some mince and some chicken and we'll have some tacos. Yeah, that time's over, guys. That complacency and that normality, you guys need to forget that. The time for complacency and normality has now gone. You guys need to be hardening yourselves and getting ready for the storm that's coming. Right, I've got another video to show. I've got some more videos of the same incident. I think it's, where is it? That one? Oh, not that one. This one. Right, I've got some more videos to share with you guys as well. So let me share this. So this, like I said, guys, okay, so this is from CLAPHAM yesterday, okay? This is from CLAPHAM. Okay, so what I want everybody to do right now, 3 or 5. Okay. What I want everybody to do right now, right? Just visualization, okay? Visualization. Put yourself in that scenario right there. You're walking down the street with your kids, and all of a sudden this happens. What are you going to do? Imagine this for a prolonged period of time. Because once the shops are done, where do you think they're going to go next? When the shops are gone, Where do you think they're going to go next? Do you think they're going to go to people's houses? You tell me, guys. I don't know. Can you hear that screaming? I don't know if there's an animal there or something, but that doesn't sound like a human scream. What are you guys noticing? What are we all noticing? Anything? What were you noticing? There's a lot of things I'm noticing. So, first of all, there is not a chance the police can gain control of this situation. Now, this situation will be, I believe, for entertainment purposes, of course, these scenes will be replicated all over the United Kingdom. You guys can imagine now when people find out that the police don't have any petrol, so they can't come. What are they going to do? What are the police going to do? Come on electric bikes? They're going to come on e-bikes with their, with riot shields? Not a chance. Forget about it, guys. What better way to destroy a country than take away its diesel? Just think about it, guys. Riots, protests. The police turn up there in vans, right? They turn up there in vans, diesel vans. They turn up there with their riot shield and their riot kit in diesel vans. What happens when there's no diesel, guys? What do you think happens? Do you think they're going to walk there? No, of course not. They ain't going nowhere. Once people find that out, once people find out that the police are not coming, what do you think is going to happen? And then the final video. Okay, so just hang on. Okay, so I can see I can see 4 police officers there. How are 4 police officers going to deal with that? These things are coming, guys. They're coming. Whether they come this year or next year, it doesn't matter. They are coming, and that's inevitable. And right now, with these diesel shortages, with these fuel shortages, war in the Middle East, war in Ukraine, potentially Estonia this weekend, these things, when people find out that they can loot and commit crime and the police are not coming, what do you think's going to happen to every town, city, diverse location? And then at what point do normal everyday people think, well, I'm not paying for it either. I'm just going to go and steal stuff. You see, I did a few videos of this when, when like Greg's, everybody was filming themselves. Well, a certain type of person of a demographic that we shall not mention. They were all filming themselves going into Greg's and just stealing things. You know, they were just walking into Greg's and taking whatever they wanted. Bold as brass. At what point, when you're standing there in the queue for Greg's, and you're like, oh, God, I'd like that sandwich over there, but it's £6.50. Oh, God, I don't want to break into another tenner. I'm just going to, times are hard. I need to get some more diesel and petrol or whatever in the car on the way back. I'm not going to break into that £10 note, and I'm not going to get that sandwich. I'll just get the cheaper one. So you're stood there in the queue, right? And you've just had to decide whether you're having a bag of crisps or whether you've got just enough money for a coffee, right? So you're stood there. And you see a load of people come in and they just take what they want and walk out. And you're like, oh, right, well, they get it for free. # diversity. You know, at what point do those normal people think, do you know what? Fuck this. Oh, sorry. Flip this. Flam, 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 flum, flame, flam. Swizzle this. I'm not paying for it. Why? You know, and at some point that will happen. Normal people will just stop paying as well. Because the joke will be on them. Like, why are you paying for stuff? You know, you still pay for stuff. Yeah, we just steal stuff. Why do you steal stuff? Well, nobody stops us. The government can't come out. They can't deal with everyone, and they don't have any diesel. So it's just a free-for-all at the moment. Shops run thin. Supermarkets go empty. And then we really are we're in the Mad Max scenario. I think we're in that Mad Max scenario now. People used to say, and I used to be the same, like, what kind of dystopia are we heading to? I think we're heading towards the Mad Max dystopia. Fuel shortages, tick, check. Marauding gangs, tick. A police force that doesn't really have any power, tick. You know, we're in that Mad Max scenario now. Sorry, guys. I'll let this video play from the beginning, and then I'll jump onto the chat.
Gente, essa molecada daqui tá precisando de peia, velho. De peia. Uma peia bem grande, ó. Ó a polícia.
So these are scenes from Clapham, as I understand it, last night or yesterday, and this is a sign of things to come in the United Kingdom, guys. This is a sign of things to come in the United Kingdom, guys. It is. There really isn't any way back now. There's no way back. Right, I'll jump on some chat, guys, and then I'll jump onto some chat, and then I'll close this down now. I just want this to be a short live stream because, you know, as a Prepping 101 video, these fuel shortages that are here now. Let me just see if there's been any breaking news on fuel shortages. Okay, so from 2 hours ago, I didn't see this. So this is from 2 hours ago, guys. I'll share it with you now. Dwindling diesel and jet fuel supplies due to Iran war, prompting warning from EU. So that's from 2 hours ago, guys, okay? 2 hours ago, dwindling diesel. So when the police do not have any diesel for their trucks, what are they going to do? You know, what's Keir Starmer going to do? Is he going to tell is Keir Starmer going to pass some new law? Keir Starmer is going to write some new legislation, and all of a sudden there's going to be some diesel materialize. All of a sudden diesel is going to appear in the pumps. Unfortunately, what? £2.56 a litre? That can't be right. Oh no, Hamburg. Right, sorry. Okay, so petrol prices in Hamburg. Right, okay, we'll leave that. So my advice to you guys right now is the same advice that I've given to everyone from the day one of this conflict. Fill your fuel tanks up right now, guys. I can't say this enough, and you guys can't repeat this enough. And if you've not done so already, please go and do it now, right? And work to this now, where you fill your fuel tank up, and as soon as the needle moves, you fill it up again. Because can you guys imagine being stuck in that type of civil conflict like we saw last night in Clapham, the Clapham looting? How are you going to escape from the city when the mob rules? How are you going to escape from the city when the mob rule? You know, when there's mob rule. Let's not pretend that mob rule doesn't happen, because we've already seen it in Har Hills in Leeds. Absolutely, 100% in 2024, the mob ruled. The police didn't go in there. They were too scared. We're not dealing with, we're not in ordinary times, guys. We are not in ordinary times. Sean, please read RA Redacted's post. Right, I will. Right, where's RA Redacted? Sean, I live in Czechia. I have just found out this. Czech Republic has only reserves of 88.5 days. Romania only has 39 days left. Yeah, guys, look. I can't tell people enough how critical this situation is, right? The downstream ripple effect is going to be unbelievable. Can you imagine a burning building and the fire engines don't have diesel to come and get them? Can you imagine a riot or a protest breaking out in your town and you're stuck in the middle of it and there's no police or anyone coming because they physically don't have any fuel? Og Bonner is saying you could jump to where you want to go and still get airtime. I don't know what that means, but I'm down with some airtime, guys. I'm down with some airtime. RA Redacted is saying, also, the Czech government won't allow price hikes the way most European countries are having. I do hear, I've got a friend actually who lives in Czech Republic, and he only says good things about it. Clarendon is saying the mobs are strange. It seems the police are unprepared. They are, guys. They've no idea what's coming, the police. Because policing normally in the United Kingdom is policing by consent, is in the context that, you know, if a policeman asks you to stop, you stop and you comply with that police officer, right? The new policing would be if a police officer asks you to stop, you know, how does the police officer act if you pull a sharp item out and it's not your wit or your intelligence or your nose or your eye, you know, and starts going full frontal with the police officers. Oh, somebody just, who is that? Lewis Ackers is saying the stage is set. It absolutely is, guys. The stage is set. The stage is set for a full-scale meltdown in the United Kingdom. Everything that's going on right now, all right? Remember everything that's going on. The civil unrest in the United Kingdom. What happens when you take diesel away? What happens when you take diesel away? The police ain't coming. Hertzman West is saying Home Office has announced police will no longer spend time investigating legal social media posts. Yeah, I've seen this. So what are illegal social media posts? Like, where's that line drawn? Yeah, I agree. Global meltdown, out with the old system, in with the new world. I call it the new world administration. I call it the new world administration. Right, listen, guys, I'm going to close this down now. This was just a short live stream. Share with you guys those videos. I'll share it again, actually. I'll show you the one by Patrick Christie. Where is it? Oh, have I closed it down? No, there it is. Let me. The reason I wanted to jump on here is I just wanted to show you guys things and let you guys try and visualize being in that situation whereby mob rule, people are running feral on the streets and there's no police, no security, no law, no order. This is why you need to keep your fuel tank filled up right now, filled to the brim. So if you're joining for the first time, guys, this is these were scenes from yesterday in, is it Clacton? Clarendon? Somewhere in London.
Fucking idiot. Oh, let you try chipping. You tried chipping. Allah, is this what? Look at these niggas. Oh, look at Allah, they got him. Why is he staying? He should have run. Fucking idiots, bro. What fucking idiots. This is what CLAPHAM has become.
Clapham. Patterns emerging, ladies and gentlemen. Patterns emerging. I would say most big cities are going to fall. Most big cities in the United Kingdom are going to fall. People are going to get caught in the crossfire. Escape the city if you can, guys. Like right now, please just give yourself some sort of plan. And I know not everybody's going to be able to do it, right? But at least give it some thought. At least give it some thought and consider, how do you get out of the city? Like, how would you get out of the city right now? Right now, put yourselves in that situation, guys, okay? Is your car full up with petrol, diesel, whatever? Can you evacuate the city right now? If you live in a city, where would you go? You know, because clearly anywhere is going to be better than living in the city. If you know, when you've got these, you know, these feral mobs. Aria Redacted's got a good point there. With water, and you know, I do think water, like even in the United Kingdom, our water, the water situation in the United Kingdom is bad. But fill up your bath, right? People forget that you have, like, you know, well, I don't know how many bathtubs you have. Some people may not have any. If you don't, then buy a cheap paddling pool or something. But fill up your bath. You know, your bath can take what, 100, maybe 100 liters of water. I don't know. But yeah, fill up your bath, guys. Not looking good, is it? No, it's not. Right, listen, guys, I am going to close this down now. I may be back on I may be back on and do a UFO video, because there's lots of stuff happening on the UFO UAP front. There was a video yesterday. I think it was by Patch. Do you know what I am? I'm going to come back on and I may come on and do an aliens video. Anyway, listen, guys, just be cautious, all right? Look at these things that are happening. Imagine how bad things are going to get anyway, and then give the added layer of complexity, right? So imagine right now that there is a mass incident, right? It's either, sorry, right, I'm not going to go because I've got something else to share with you. Right, let me share this, sorry. So this is from the Met Police, okay? This is from the Met Police today, literally there, guys, today, this morning, right? Man charged after firearms seized at Dover. A 24-year-old man has been charged with firearms offences after he was stopped at the port of Dover. His name was Khalid Ahmed. Sure, he's very English name, Khalid Ahmed, of Erling, West London, who is a dual Dutch and Irish national, was charged on Tuesday, the 31st of March, with 10 counts of a prohibited weapon contrary to Section 5 of the Firearms Act 1968. He was also charged with 1 count of prohibited ammunition. He will remain in custody, yada, yada, yada. Now, let me see if it's on here. No, it's not on. Right, okay, so that's the official report. Now, non-confirmed reports are that he had 10 pistols. I'm going to assume they were like Glocks or something. Said they were automatic pistols. He had 10 of them, and I think he was he was clearly trying to bring them into the United Kingdom, okay? So, like I say with all of these things, do you guys think that this is the one and only person who's ever tried to smuggle weapons into the United Kingdom? And do you think that's it now? Do you think they've caught him? That's it. They've caught the one person. That's it. It's over. Or do you think more people have tried to smuggle weapons through Dover and they have got them through? What do you guys think? And if it's the latter, where are those weapons? And the reason I'm sharing that with you guys is, you know, this is a Prepping 101 video, right? Imagine those scenes, right? Imagine those scenes I just shared with you guys, right? If I'll do it again. Imagine these scenes now, but imagine them with pistols or firearms. So can you imagine that now? Imagine this scene, guys, but with pistols or firearms.
Fucking idiot. Oh, look, you tried to chip him. You tried to chip him. You tried to chip him. Allah. Is this what? Look at these niggas. Oh, look.
So imagine that with pistols, firearms, weapons, whatever. Because that's what I think is coming anyway. That's what I think is coming anyway. Now add in the added, complexity of a diesel shortage. So now this is happening, and the police can't get there because there's physically no diesel for their trucks. That's where we're going, guys, okay? These fuel shortages, civil war in the United Kingdom, the Clapham looting yesterday, I think it was, or the day before. The Clapham looting has shown people a sign of things to come. And if you can right now, guys, you need to, if you've not done so already, you need to give yourself a serious plan on getting out of the city. Because when the mob rules, it's too late. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to close this down now. You guys are fantastic, of course. And I will be back on, I think I'm going to be back on later. I'm going to be doing I'll do a UFO, UAP update. Anyway, guys, I bid you good afternoon. I'll see you later.